Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be looking for the value of x, given that 81 sine squared x plus 81 cos squared x is equal to 30. Before I proceed, I would like you to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and share this video. Having said that, let us proceed with the question. 81 sine squared x plus 81 cos squared x is equal to 30. We are required to find the value of x. We want to first of all use a trigonometric identity. Cos squared x plus sine squared x, it is equal to 1. Cos squared x will now be 1 minus sine squared x. So where I have my cos squared x in the original question, I will put 1 minus sine squared x in place of it. So the substitution, putting cos squared x for 1 minus sine squared x, becomes 81 sine squared x plus 81 1 minus sine squared x, which is now our cos squared x, is equal to 30. Having made this substitution, we can apply a law of indices that says a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equal to a raised to power m minus n. So I will apply this law here. So my 81 power 1 minus sine squared x becomes 81 sine squared x plus 81 raised to power 1 divided by 81 sine squared x. It is equal to 30. Then let us simplify. 81 sine squared x plus 81 over 81 sine squared x is equal to 30. Having done this, we will make an assumption now. Let y equals to 81 sine squared x. So where I have my 81 sine squared x, I will put y in place of it. It becomes y plus 81 over y is equal to 30. Let us multiply both sides by y. Multiplying both sides by y, it becomes y times y plus 81 over y times y is equal to 30 times y. I am multiplying by y to clear this fraction. So this y will cancel this y, and then the result becomes y squared plus 81 is equal to 30y. So I have a quadratic equation. So let me rearrange it. Y squared minus 30y plus 81 is equal to 0. So I will use factorization method to find the value of y, after which I will now make this substitution and then find the value of x. So y squared minus 27y minus 3y plus 81 is equal to 0. Minus 27y minus 3y is minus 30y. So I will now group these expressions. Factorize the first brackets. Y is common, remaining y minus 27. And in the second bracket, minus 3 is common, remaining y minus 27 is equal to 0. So let us take one of these brackets, y minus 27, and put these numbers outside inside the bracket, y minus 3, then equate them to 0. That means that y is equal to 27 if we equate each bracket to 0, or y is equal to 3. Now, this is not the final answer. Let us remember that we made an assumption that y is equal to 81 sine squared x. That is, y is equal to 81 sine squared x. Let us now put the values of 27 and y respectively in this expression to find the value of x. So when y is 27, what is our x? So that becomes 27 is equal to 81 sine squared x. 27 is 3 raised to the power 3. It is equal to 3 raised to the power 4 sine squared x. Now, these 3 will cancel these 3. The 3's have cancelled out. The remaining 3 is equal to 4 sine squared x. Divide both sides by 4. 3 over 4 is sine squared x. Now, let's find the value of x. I'll have to square root both sides. Sine x will now be root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2 is 0.8660. So my x will now be the sine inverse of 0.8660. And that is 60. 0.8660 is the sine inverse of 60. If you punch your calculator, you will get the answer as 60. Now that's the value, that's the first value of x. Now let's find the second value of x. And we'll do that here. So we now have when y is equal to 3, then 3 is equal to 81 sine squared x. So I have 3 to the power 1 is equal to 3 to the power 4 sine squared x. Now, this 3 will cancel this 3. 1 over 4 is sine squared x. So sine x becomes 1 over 2. Now, x will now be the inverse, sine inverse, or arc sine 1 over 2. And arc sine 1 over 2 is 30. So x is equal to 30 in this case. So the values of x that satisfy this equation is x is equal to 30 and x is equal to 60.